copy of it as
Yeah, I was gonna ask if you would mind sending me a copy as well.
Yeah, I sure will. No, I'm going to post it everywhere, but you. I'm not going to give it to you. Anyway, just kidding. Um, so I am an evidential psychic medium, which means that I'm going to bring through evidence of your loved ones in spirit, as well as evidence of your own life. I am looking for yes, no's. I don't know. Limited information. Try not to feed me too much.
Right.
Also, I think it's important to let you know that everything that I get is definitely heaven sent. So I work for God, with God, in the sense to heal, for healing for everybody.
Of course.
And so that's why I kind of do these free readings, is to kind of give back to the community and to give back a little bit, right? So I wanted to begin. Do you have any questions before we get started?
No, I don't think so.
Well, what's really interesting is, when I told you that how I picked your name, one of the things that I was feeling with you is a lot of sadness, or a sense of almost being lost, or not knowing what to do next, or what my next moves are going to be, or how things are going to look moving forward. Because I feel like you're at the end of a transition, or just like you've just been through a lot, and it's just
Yeah.
kind of like you're just coming down to a place of where things are kind of flatlining, or they're kind of you're just in a holding pattern right now and not sure where to go. Does this make sense for you?
Yes.
Okay. um and I feel very much like I have a gentleman here with me, and I actually have a couple of people here, but I want to talk with this gentleman first. I do feel like father or grandfather to you, and I do feel a closeness here. So I almost feel like there's a protective energy, like father figure, where that's my little girl. This is, do you have a father in spirit then?
My grandfather.
Ah, okay. He's very, his energy is one of very fatherly to me. So
Yeah, he pretty much raised me as a child.
oh, okay. Thank you for clarifying. Because I'm like, he sure feels
Hmm.
like dad to me. Because he
Yeah, he's like a dad to me.
feels like he's guiding you, or what
Mhm.
was guiding you. You would understand a heart issue with him, or having heart problems with him. And
Yes.
I'm also struggling for, like, I don't know if I smoked, but I'm like deep breaths, like I can't get deep breaths. Does this make
Yeah.
sense?
COPD.
Okay, perfect. Um, well, this is a very strange thing I have to bring up, but are you vaping?
No.
Is there someone around you vaping?
Mm, I mean, my boyfriend vapes.
Because he's like, I wish they would never smoke. People should never smoke. Um,
Yeah, he was a bad smoker, so
I mean, he's like, I should never have smoked. And I don't want her to ever smoke. I don't smoke. And I just see my son's vape thing, and so I thought I would ask. Um, so he's one of the he's the person that's telling me that what you're going through and how you've been going through this transition. And um I do feel like when you lost him, it was at a very kind of a crucial age for you. So it almost feels like I'm not quite an adult yet. Like I don't he didn't get to see me do all these things, or he didn't get to participate in all these things that I'm doing. And
yeah.
he says that he has been participating in everything that you've been doing. He says he's extremely proud of you. Did you were you like one of the first kids to graduate, or one of the first kids to like get your diploma, or
Yeah.
because he
I
says,
was the first grandchild.
oh, okay, great. Because he's like, she's led the way. Like she's so smart. And are you in cosmetics or beauty?
Yes.
He says, you make people beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's crazy. Well, it's not crazy. It's just crazy that I see like he's actually showing me like you doing stuff to people like, look how good she is at this. Look how
Yeah, he
pretty.
actually he helped me start my business up
Oh,
doing makeup, and I also do eyebrows.
oh my gosh. So in particular, making people beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, maybe you need to come to see me. Anyway, extremely proud of what you've done with that because it feels like you've actually kept it going and kept it
Mhm.
growing and it
Yeah.
hasn't stalled. And you've got quite a bit of clientele, is this right?
Yeah.
Uh, I do feel a sense, though, that you're not sure that this is what you want to do anymore. Is this right?
Um, some days I feel that way, but it's only because it can be hard. It can be inconsistent at times.
Yeah. When you're running your own business, it definitely is, isn't it? And I
Yeah.
think there's something that he makes me feel as though you don't have to be obligated to one thing because he helped you. He says you're very loyal to him. You're very loyal to his memory, and you do a lot of things. Well, my grandpa helped me with this. I can't let him down. Like I'm going to do my best. And he says he sees that, he knows that, but don't let it keep you in a place where I can't move and grow. He goes, this is life is full of things. Go do all the things.
Right.
I also get a sense too, are you expecting or are you expecting a baby now?
Yes. Yeah, I am.
Okay. So, well, dang spirit, thank you for giving me all of the wonderful information. Um, uh, you're due and it feels like in a few months, like it feels like pretty soon. Is this right?
21 days.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And do you know it's a boy?
It's a girl.
Okay. Hold on a minute. Were you guys wanting a boy?
Not really. I was wanting a
If
girl.
it just as long as she's healthy, it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah. I already have a girl and a boy, so
Oh, do you? Okay, all right, all right. Hold on a second. I'm getting the sense that he's super excited for you, but also that he's had some time with this new little baby. So he wants you to know that he's been able to spend some time with her. And I also, is someone else expecting
um,
in
I
your
don't think
family?
anyone I don't think anyone in the family that I know of.
Okay. Um, is your son named after him?
His middle name, yes.
Okay, this is why he's bringing up the boy. It's like
Okay.
I live on with my grandson. I live on with my grandson.
Mhm.
He is such a wonderful person, your grandfather, because he does make me feel like he knew you like a daughter. Like
Mhm.
he knew your whole life story. He was there from the get-go. And this is your mom's dad, is this right?
Yes.
Because he says your mom, she kind of started her life fairly young. Is this right?
Yes.
She kind of got out into the world a little bit too soon, like a little, she started out a
Mhm.
little too early.
And she had me when she was 16.
Yeah, he makes me feel like she was like, oh, she's so young to have this little family, and so that's his reason for stepping in.
Mhm.
I do get a sense that your mom um, has had kind of a up and down kind of road ahead with her in her life. Do you understand this? And that
Yes.
at times has been difficult for the two of you
Mhm.
to see eye to eye or to see similar.
Mm, not really. She just was at the very beginning. I mean, she was really young, so she made a lot of choices that we weren't really. I was more being taken care of by my grandparents than her.
Yeah. So I want to feel into this just a little bit more. He says, she never let me down. Your mom never let me down. You were one of the best things that have ever happened to me. And I
Oh.
wouldn't change anything. I wouldn't change any of that, even though maybe at the time it was really difficult. I would not have changed anything. I feel like your mom maybe carries a little bit of energy about, oh, I started so young. I should have waited. I was in trouble, like that
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing. And he says, maybe at the beginning, but he's like, no, it all went out the window when he laid his eyes on you. He says that you have a little girl, is this right?
Yes.
And she's a lot like you. Is this right?
Mm-hmm.
Is you kind of dress her the same and kind of
Yeah.
and you guys kind of match. You're like matchers. Does
Mm-hmm.
this make sense? She wants to be just like you.
Yep.
Um and she's beautiful too. She's beautiful. Is this what he's telling me? She's absolutely beautiful and so smart. She's very smart for
Mm-hmm.
her age. All grandkids are smart for their age. It's a grand, you can tell it's grandma, right? Because I just told my daughter that the other day. I said, oh, she's so smart for her age. Okay. um, I'm also getting a sense though of, okay, are you expecting to move? Are you thinking about moving from where you are to somewhere else? Because I'm feeling like you're not settled, or he's making me feel like you're not quite where you want to be.
Yeah, I moved out of my apartment into with my mom, and now I'm kind of in the process of moving back into my apartment. So I'm kind of in the middle right now.
Oh gosh, you've got a lot going on for being
Yeah.
21 days out of having a baby.
Yeah.
Um, okay, so this is what he's saying. He's making me feel like you're still pretty unsettled about where you're going to end up or where you're going to go. He makes me feel too that you're going to be okay wherever you land or whatever you do because you have that survival instinct. The one thing he says, you're worth a lot more than you think you are. You're a lot more beautiful than you think you are. You're a lot more smarter than you think you are. It's like you have confidence, but yet you kind of shy away from things a little because like I'm not quite that confident, right? And
Yeah.
um he says it's going to work out fine. No matter where you end up, it's going to work out just fine. There's some there's some sadness here. Like I said, there's some sadness in your heart and it feels like you have to make a decision. Would you understand this?
Mm, maybe, yeah, little.
And I do feel he's like, your heart knows the way, your heart knows the way. So it's very much about you already know what to do. You're just kind of not doing it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Um, do you understand the name Al or Alan?
Yeah, Al, my uncle.
Your uncle Al?
Yeah,
Is he
he
still?
passed away a couple months ago.
Oh, okay. So Al is with us too.
Okay.
He um he sure has a sense of humor. This
Hmm.
Al. He's a lot of fun. He makes me feel like he just brightened the whole room up when he walked in. Like in my mind, like I'm seeing your grandfather and he walks in. Are they related? Or are they not related?
It was my grandma's brother.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay, so because I don't feel like it's like they're brothers or like okay, that makes
Yeah, it's
it's
his
kind of an
brother-in-law.
in-law. It's an
Yeah.
in-law. Okay. Yeah, there's a huge different energy with him. He's very outgoing. He likes to have fun. He likes to talk really loud. Like he kind of takes over the room. Do you understand this about him?
Maybe in his younger days.
Okay. All right. Because I feel like he's got a story. He's got a story about this. I got a story about that. And I am getting a sense that there's another person there with them hold on one second. Is there also a woman up there with them? So I feel like there's grandmother. Is this
Yeah.
grandmother? Okay, so grandmother, so they're both passed and they were together, right? So
Yes.
she lived a little bit longer than your grandfather's, is this right?
She actually passed away 6 months before he did.
Oh, my goodness. So
Mhm.
was she the smoker or were they both
They
smokers?
both they both
Okay,
were
because
smokers.
she's just lit a cigarette.
No.
She's like, I can smoke here. It's fine. She really loved to smoke.
Mhm.
She's very pretty. She's very pretty. So I'm seeing her about your age back in time. Like I'm not seeing her as she's like, oh no. She has her hair fixed. She's very
Mhm.
pretty. Like and she's yeah, she's kind of spicy. Like she's
Yeah.
kind of a spicy attitude. And when she was getting older, she had that gravelly voice or that heavier voice. Do you understand?
Yes.
Because
Mhm.
her laugh is kind of deep when she's there.
Mhm.
So they're all cutting it up there. They're all having a really nice
I
time
bet.
together because I do see that there's some alcohol involved too. So I think they knew how to
Oh
tie
yeah.
one on. Yeah. So because I'm seeing that Al, that which would be your grandmother's brother, right? They oh,
Yeah.
are you there? So yeah, they look a lot alike. They're
Mhm.
in coloring, yes. Yes, they're having a lot of fun. Um, all right, and your mom also has a couple of other siblings, is this right? She has two
Yes.
other siblings, a
Mhm.
brother and a sister?
Two sisters.
Two sisters, okay. They didn't start out quite as young as your mom, is this right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah. And your mom's got a lot of her mom's energy. So
Mhm.
they're a lot alike, her mom and I feel like the same kind of kinship with you and your daughter. You guys are a lot alike this way. Like you think a
Mhm.
lot, you're both kind of spicy, you're both kind of um, don't put up with a whole lot of stuff, right? Uh,
Yeah.
no, this is grandmother, and I'm hearing like she's too good for that guy. She's too good for that guy.
Oh.
Do you understand her saying this, or would
Yes.
you're
Yeah.
too good for that guy? I don't think she would. I don't think that when I'm talking with her, and I feel her, I don't think she'd hesitate 1 minute to say it out loud to everybody in the room.
No.
I would be so embarrassed if I said that. She's like, nah, nope. She's too good for that guy. Like she lays it right out there for everybody to see. And I don't know that he is or isn't, but that's kind of what she's saying. Um,
Mhm.
I'm also getting a sense of a Teresa.
Teresa, that's her my aunt, her daughter.
Okay, is this your mom or is this a sister? This is your aunt.
That's a sister, my aunt.
Okay, because I'm feeling like is Teresa the oldest? Okay,
Yes.
okay. You notice I'm not saying Teresa. I'm saying Teresa. Did she say Teresa?
Yeah.
Okay,
She was
because she's
yeah,
saying that
she
this is
said
how we say it, Teresa.
yeah.
I have never in my entire mediumship life have ever been corrected about how to say a name. So there's something surrounding Teresa because I feel like she having some health issues or something going on with her?
Um, I believe so. I don't keep much contact with her.
Okay. Your grandmother is with her. Your grandmother is with her and supporting her because I feel like there's maybe some things going on in her life. So you might just want to let her know that grandmother says hello or her mom says hello and that
Mhm.
she hears her prayers or she hears her speaking to her. I think you talk to grandpa. I think that
Yeah.
you talk to grandpa a lot. And and so I feel like he's your guy that you would go to. And there's also something he says about are you getting your car fixed or needing your car fixed?
Oh, I mean, yeah, it could be fixed. It's drivable right now.
You're right. As long as it goes, I'm good.
Yeah, it's going right now.
Did
So
he have to repair your cars quite a bit? Or was he always working on someone's car? Because I feel
he would
like,
help me with repairing my car a lot. Yeah.
because he says he used to help you either working on the car. I feel like you and your cars. Uh,
Yeah.
and I also have to say there's a birthday here or there's a happy birthday. Did someone's birthday just pass?
Um, yes, my brother's birthday was on the 5th.
Okay. So know that he's saying happy birthday. They are so excited for your baby. They are so excited. And I do believe you have a due date. Is this right?
Mhm.
Um, I'm going to make a projection here. Not a prediction, but a projection that this baby's going to be a couple of days earlier than you think. Because
Yeah,
this
I
is a
was
very
thinking
big baby.
she's measuring 2 weeks ahead.
Yeah, she's a big baby. She says she's going to come early. She's going to come a little earlier than
Mhm.
you think. So I don't know about your 21 days out. I don't know if you
Well,
might have like 15 days out, maybe.
I have a C-section scheduled for November 29th, but I've been saying for a while now I don't think she's gonna wait for that day.
I don't think so either. I'm thinking probably around the 20th or that week of the 20th is what I'm seeing. You'll have to text me and let me know if I'm right.
Okay, I
That's
will.
what I'm feeling. I keep seeing a boy and you say it's a girl. I just wonder if somebody else is going to have a baby. But um, do you also understand? So I see your tattoo on your shoulder, but did
Mhm.
you get a tattoo with your grandfather's name or in memory of him?
Yeah, this one.
Okay, because he's saying, look closer, look closer, look closer. And I keep hearing tattoo and I wrote it down, tattoo, tattoo. And then when I got on with you, I'm like, oh, yeah, but that's not a memorial tattoo. So,
Yeah, it was like a symbol he had drawn on a board in his like little workshop area. And me and my brothers, well, I'm the only one that has it, but my brothers are planning on getting it as well.
oh, that's way cool. Um, and well, he knows this. He knows this and he sees it. It's interesting because it reminds me of the Navy or it reminds me of water. And I don't know why when I look at it, it reminds me of water. And I don't know if that's a memory of his, but whatever. Um, okay, there's also another person moving into the energy. This person is younger. I almost feel like this one is more your age or a little bit older than you. Um, and I want to say he's not related. I almost feel like this is a friend of a friend. I feel like this is a friend group or part of a friend group. Um,
I'm not too sure.
and I know it's somebody just sticking in their head to say hello. And I'm getting a strong R, like a Robert or a Ron or R sound. And I do feel like cousin or like a distant, like somebody that's not related closely to your group. Like
Hmm.
I don't know. If you
The
don't
only person I could think of would be um my dad's dad. He passed away way before I was born, and his name was Ron.
Oh, really?
Hmm.
And was he fairly young when he passes away?
Yes, he was really young.
Oh,
I
wow.
think he was in his late 20s, early 30s, maybe.
Oh my gosh. This is him then, because he's like your age. I mean, he looks like
Hmm.
your age. Tragic passing. Like I
Yeah.
feel like it was a sudden passing
Hmm.
with him. And so know that Ron is sticking his head in to say hello. Um, yes. My goodness, there's quite a few people up there for someone so young as yourself. Do you have any questions or anything?
Um, Not really. I was expecting my grandpa to be the main talker the whole time. He was last time as well. So
Oh, was he? Okay,
yeah.
the camera's off, Fuzzy. I hate that. Hold on a minute. Um, well, it's interesting because I think because there's so many, especially with Al just passing. So
Mhm.
does Al have a son?
No, he doesn't have any kids.
Okay. Was he living with a roommate? Like
His sister, they were like this. They lived together.
okay. And so did she have a son?
Yes, she does have a son.
Because he's around a lot.
Not really. He lives kind of an hour or two away. We don't see him much.
Interesting. Because I'm seeing a son, like a son or a younger man kind of around him in his life. And then they said my roommate, and I heard roommate. It's like, oh, it's her son, his son. Okay. Um, that's interesting that he would be so close with his sister.
Yeah, they were very close. I don't think they ever lived apart from each other, actually. They always lived together.
Oh, there isn't. We would have to be very desperate to live with any of my siblings. There would have to be like the end of the world or something crazy like.
Yeah, the two babies out of all, I believe it was five or six siblings, and they kind of always just stuck together. They were a lot alike.
Wow. Well, okay then. Do you have any questions, Kayla?
Mm, no, I don't think so. I was gonna ask about the baby coming early, but you already you already mentioned that. So
Yeah, and I do believe the baby will be here a little bit sooner than you think, for sure. And you know, Grandpa's pretty sure that you know what to do, and whatever you decide, you're going to be okay. So take that into your heart and know that you're very, very loved and watched over. And they are super excited about this baby. So, but it was nice seeing you again. And
thank you so much.
you're welcome. And if you feel so inclined, I would appreciate so much a review if you could write
Of
one.
course.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Kayla.
Thank you.
And good luck.
Thank you. I'll
All right.
let you know.
Okay. I'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.